Hi, my name is Gabriel Alexander, and this is my end of semester chemistry project. So today I will be doing an experiment on electrochemistry. In this experiment, I will be adding, with the power of electricity, I will be splitting a compound into its individual components. So for the ingredients that we have about 540 grams of water. We have about 60 grams of salt. We have this in a ratio of 90% to 10%, so that we can create a favorable electrolyte which can conduct electricity, because water by itself is a poor conductor of electricity. We have a Pyrex glass beaker, 2 metal spoons, gloves for safety. So this experiment will follow the following equation, with 2 sodium chloride molecules reacting with 2 molecules of H2O to form 1 molecule of hydrogen gas, 1 molecule of chlorine gas, and 2 molecules of sodium hydroxide, which is a base. So let's start the experiment. I will just get my gloves on. So we will start off by pouring the water into the beaker. Then we will add our salt. We're just going to give it a good mix. Then we're going to take our 9-volt D battery and connect it to the 2 ends of the spoon so that it can pass electricity through the electrolyte. On doing this, making sure that the spoons don't touch, because if they do, they will form a short circuit and the reaction will stop. So at this moment you can see hydrogen and chlorine gas bubbles being formed on 1 spoon and being released into the atmosphere. As time goes on, the reaction will form hydrogen gas molecules and chlorine gas molecules, and eventually the solution will go from a clear to a green to then a brown solution due to the formation of an unknown metal oxide, depending on the material of the spoons that are being used as electrodes or conductors. So if we give this reaction some time, you should see more hydrogen gas molecules being formed and more chlorine gas molecules being formed. The addition of sodium chloride forms ions in the water and thus splits the water molecules into hydrogen and hydroxide respectively. And that's why we see the liberation of hydrogen molecules at one of the spoons and chlorine molecules as well. As you can see, now the reaction is the solution is starting to darken into a more of a yellowish color. As the reaction keeps on going, the solution will become darker and darker. We just have to make sure that the spoons aren't touching. And as you can see here, there are some certain sodium oxide particles being formed, or actually rather there are metal oxide particles being formed, which is these brown particles that are formed from this metal in the spoon reacting with the oxygen molecules, and that's why the solution is turning darker brown. So this has been my experiment. I hope you enjoyed.